Hey everyone, it's Coach Patrick here from Endurance Nation, and I just have to hit pause for a second and say it's clear I have the best job on the planet. People reach out to me when they want to do something crazy, insane. When they sign up for a race that gives them goosebumps, kind of makes them feel a little bit sick, or they're looking for that jolt for fitness and fun with their friends when they want to just sort of unleash the opportunities that they have at their fingertips as fit athletes and they're tired of just doing the same old races. They call me Coach Patrick and they say, "Hey, come up with something. Come up with a plan for the year. Help me pick this crazy race that I think where I might just die in, or take me away. I want to go someplace I've never been before and have the time of my life and build memories to do it." And we're doing it again. That's right. Endurance Nation is going back to Italy again, and I couldn't be more excited. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about it tonight, and I'm going to tell you why you need to think about doing events like this. And no, not just because I'm secretly trying to get you to come to this camp with me, although maybe that is my mission, but more for you to understand the value of events like this. And the way we think about events inside Endurance Nation is we say, listen, you're not going to do the big things in life unless you actually schedule them. And just as important, getting fit is 10 times easier when you've got something big on the horizon, whether it's an opportunity like here in Tuscany, or if it's a race like Unbound or Leadville or the Monster 300 or an Ironman or whatever on your calendar, something that just kind of scares you enough. You're like, I got to get my ass out of bed today. I got to work out. I need something going on. That's what events do. And that's how we built our whole model for Endurance Nation. Let's talk a little bit about Tuscany here because this is just a little bit off the beaten path. Not by what you can see here in the pictures, because obviously the pictures are incredible, but because of the opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to walk away from your day to day life, get in there and just start training. Right? You wake up in the morning, we have a delicious breakfast after sleeping in, plenty of coffee. Don't worry about that. We get on our bikes and we'll drive to a different region of Tuscany and spend the day on the bike. And I'm going to show you those bike rides in a second. Gravel bikes for sure, e-bikes if you need it, or for a significant other or friend. But the whole point is that you're spending all day on the bike, not like a professional cyclist myrtleizing yourself, but as someone who just loves to be active, 4 or 5 hours outside in the sun, doing work, climbing those hills and suffering, descending, wrapping it all up with delicious, like little farm to table. It's not even, it's like farm to your face. It's like right there, great food, fresh fruit, all the stuff that we don't have here in the States, and just amazing. We have a great location where we camp out. We found this place. Look, it's got, even got like a little pool right there, which you can't see is my laundry just behind this camera drying in the Tuscan sun. Your wet clothes dry in about 17 minutes. I'm not going to lie. And we put together a great camp. This is us on a beautiful gravel road, right going through the middle of a museum. Those indeed are gigantic bell peppers. I think they're pepperoncini in Italian, whatever it is. It's amazing, and it's worth checking out. We've been doing this for many, many years. It's actually sold out for this year. So you can't even join. You can't even come to this camp, which I'm going to in just a few days. But it is an opportunity to build just incredible, incredible fitness and do something out of the ordinary. Even better yet, just like all of our events and on the team, you actually make lifelong friends from doing this. So the people who came to Italy with us reconnected, some of them after years of knowing apart from knowing each other, from doing Ironmans, and others making new friendships as well, following each other on Strava and create their own events this year, just on their own to get together and ride. The best part about doing a camp, if you sign up for one of our camps, you just unlock our community just for the rest of the time Endurance Nation exists. So sign up for camp and just come inside. Like, you'll connect with the people that you met at camp. You'll maybe do other races with them, because if you're doing these kind of camps, you're probably doing those races too. But all right, some of you out there are a little reluctant. You're like, I saw some food on that table with some wine. Maybe there was a day off in there. Maybe you did a tour, a walking tour of Siena with like 10,000 steps, and you saw a contrada and you understood what the palio is doing right there in the main square. Because yes, we are going during the horse race this year. It just seemed a little too laid back. Well, let me take you over then to the actual routes that we have for this year, and I'll pull those up so you can kind of get a sense of what it is we're going to be riding. Some people are like, what about the riding? And for me, I'm actually all about the riding. I'm actually, the way I think about our camps is, we're one of the few camps who actually spend 4 to 5 hours a day on a bike. I'm not saying 4 to 5 hours a day just like riding behind someone at 10 miles an hour who's not fit or doesn't know how to ride a bike. We actually ride the bikes. We spend a fair amount of time riding the bikes. And this year, with 21 people coming to our camp in Tuscany, this is the first time we've actually got 2 parallel camps happening. One for the riders and the other where people can dip in and out of riding and on an e-bike, and then also do other things like go truffle hunting, take a cooking class, or visit a museum, do a walking tour, all those good things. All right. So let's dive in here. So we've got 10 different routes, and that's because we've got AB routes for 5 days. That's right. Out of the 7 days we're on the ground, 5 days are spent riding. So plenty of time to get things done and in, right? So you just get a sense, you got a short day and a long day. Of course, there's always coffee involved in our rides. Like everyone has coffee. The exception, the Strada Bianchi, we're actually going to do that 120-mile course, 10,500 feet of climbing on Tuesday before our big rest day off. But all of it you can see here. So let's pull up the long ride here from Val de Mers, our first day on the bike. My favorite part about this, we're going to jump right into the ride with GPS settings. And what you can see right here, those dotted lines, my friends, that's gravel. That's right. Like right away, we are hitting the gravel and we're getting after it. Here, let me see if I can get rid of these. I'm going to get rid of that overlay. So you can just get a better sense of how you can see this and the whole terrain. So literally, we're going to head right out of our right out of the palazzo right here where we're staying. We're going to ride out here, hit some gravel early, like right out of the door. Let's hit that gravel, baby. We do a little extra loop around here. We do a decent climb. This one goes from 8.5 to about 15.5, right? So we got about 700 feet of climbing here. Let's take a look at this bad boy. What does that look like? All right, 2.5 miles, max grade 7.5, average grade 5% for 2.5 miles. We're going to put in some work, my friends, for this long ride. Hope everyone's been training. Then we got a nice gravel descent on the other side, and a little bit of a bump, and then more gravel. This is sort of most gravel down and fun gravel as well, but it's just gorgeous, gorgeous riding. In fact, let me see if I can drop in. I didn't even think about doing this before, but let's just see if we can drop in on the route and just get a sense of what the roads are like. Here we go. We can drop in right here. You get a sense of this intersection, right? So there's the road we're going to be coming in on. Here's the main road. That, my friends, that's right. This is it. Here we are in Italy, like shaded olive groves, like just hanging out here, quiet roads. I got to tell you, there's not a lot of traffic back here on these roads, right? So on this day, we're actually going to get out. We're going to ride around to this monastery down here. And here we are. It's in San Galgano. This is where we're going to just climb up to the abbey. There's actual the sword is in the stone here at this abbey, like low key, legit. The pictures are stunning. The whole region is amazing. And this ride is just from where we're staying in our B&B, which is incredible. And that's just day one. We're going to follow that up by doing a bunch of other rides as well. Day two, we actually get out on a little bit more of the gravel roads here, right out of the way. We do this awesome, just incredible gravel climb. It's switchbacky. It's super fun. You can kind of get a sense for it right there. They'll switchbacky, super fun riding. And then again, in the second half of the ride, just gorgeous. You get a sense of all the rides and opportunity. All of these dotted lines, trails, my friends, off-road riding, dirt. Like you think that Italy would be like, it's just paved and whatever. Oh no, my friends, it's awesome. And because our camp's so big, we're staying in 2 locations. So we'll start from one, we'll pick up our friends at the other, and then we'll kind of head out on our route right here. So it's going to be a fantastic riding section. But I know what you're waiting for. You're waiting for the big one, the climactic course here. Let's take a look at the Strada Bianchi, big version here. Here you go. That's right. To make this reenactment possible, we're actually going to get up in the morning early, drive into Siena, so we can actually start the course. Now, we can't start it precisely where you'd want to in dead in the center of the city, but we'll find a place pretty close here. We're going to ride out and around. Some folks are going to start out here at the B&B and do to start early. So we're going to start simultaneously, so people will be sort of catching up as we ride along. And we're going to make it down here to Ponte d'Arbia. And from here, we're going to make a decision, right? So some folks are going to do the whole loop around the backside. This section looks incredible and amazing. Like, I'm super excited. Just want to get out on these roads here. Just check these out. Let's pull this out. This is classic Strada Bianchi country here. Like the total roads, the views, the climbs, like this climb section here, just going along the ridge, unbelievable. All the way through here, just going to be epic, right? Oh, look, there's on this road, which is only one car wide, they want to let you know that actually it's going to get a little narrower as you get up further ahead. That's awesome. So we'll do that whole section there and that whole ride. So some folks will actually come in and say, you know what? We may actually turn here and just go all the way around and just spend more time on the dirt. Others may want to do this climb right here and then return back to B&B. This is sort of like more of a free day, but we're here to ride. And that's one of the big differentiating factors of our camps in terms of how we make things work, which is we know you're here to ride. So we build the whole structure around you riding. This isn't a camp where we play defense on riding. We say, just like 20 miles on the bike is fine. And then 5 hours here with wine tasting. It's the other way around. We're going to do 5 hours of riding, and then you can do 2 hours of wine tasting, which is fine, which obviously after a couple of days may be a little more wine tasting than you're available for as you go forward. And there's a balance in Italy of getting the hydration just right so you can actually ride the bike and you're not just sweating out white, red, or whatever it is you happen to be consuming every night, maybe a little bit of limoncello. The upside of camps like this is that you get all the time to recover, and recovery is just what we're doing the rest of the day, right? So if you're at a proper training camp, there's like lectures and other things happening that are occupying your time, challenging your brain just as much as you're challenging your body. If it's one of our race camps, we're actually talking about the course, talking to you about equipment, making sure you've got everything ready. That can be a little, over the top. Like when you're really into the race, that makes sense. But camps like this in Tuscany are a great opportunity to just kind of unplug. You know how to ride a bike. I know you know how to ride a bike. We're not in a rush. We're going to go out there and ride those bikes. We ride together. It's not a race. And we're going to have a ton of fun. If somebody wants to challenge themselves on a climb, go for it. You're an adult. Ride that climb. We'll see you at the top. Have a ton of fun. Take pictures. Celebrate. Like being active is a gift. And being able to go to places like this and actually put in the time is incredible. If you like this concept, if you're interested in learning more about these camps, you can always find us on Endurance Nation on our Instagram account, which is at Team Endurance Nation. You can find us, or you just go to endurancenation.us/events. You'll see our camps calendar there as well. Between our race events, our races that we go to, and our training camps, you've got everything you need to get plugged into our events. As a reminder, here inside Endurance Nation, we use events, whether they're races or camps, to concentrate our energy and attention, driving fitness gains and turning in the rest of our year, making it really fun. Listen, why have a calendar if you're not going to put epic stuff on it? And this is exactly one of those events. I can't wait to chronicle it. We'll put it all on our Instagram account so you can follow along and learn more. This year was bought out by a whole crew of people who are doing this one, but there's a possibility that next year there'll be some openings as well. We'll definitely be going back, in addition to going back to Belgium for the Spring Classics, in addition to doing a fun camp, King Alfred's Way, I should say, 5 days on a bike in England. And a few other select camps as well. So stay tuned. If you're an insider, if you've attended one of our camps, you get some special invitations as well, because there may be a top secret Girona gravel camp in the works too. Here inside Endurance Nation, we're trying to make sure that you have a ton of fun, that you build great fitness, and that when you're doing serious events, you've got some good times behind you as well. Not just the people that you have there, but the memories and the incredible fitness you build at these camps. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this preview of just about what's going to come and drop. I know the pictures will be a little disarming with all the Italian stuff and the food and the location, but rest assured, there's going to be 400 to 500 miles going into our legs this week, and you're going to see some of these people come back monsters on the bike. I can't wait for you to see the transformation. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I apologize in advance for my low engagement over the next 2 weeks as I manage this camp and actually get some well-deserved time off with my beautiful wife. We'll go from there. Thanks everyone. Have a great week. I'll talk to you soon.